Hello YouTube and Twitch, Lytbringr here, and yes, this video will be going on to Twitch, because apparently they have a function that lets you put videos on Twitch. Not live. And I think that's really cool. I am currently on Christmas break. It's cold. My wife is cold. I'm cold. My wife has a cold. She's trying to share her cold. I don't want it, but it is so cold, even my notebook is wearing a hoodie. I know, that joke was bad. I liked it. I like my little hoodie notebook. See, it's got a little hood there. It's got little tassels. It's adorable! Just be glad my wife has to put up with jokes like that every day. Yeah. So, I wanted, based on probably the title, which I haven't written yet because I'm still recording this video, I want to name it something like Gaming 2018. Whoo boy! It's been crazy. A lot of things, I think, have just all hit the fan at the exact same time. Loot boxes are still being attacked left, front, and center because they should be. Again, if you want to see a good... No. I made notes. They're not many notes, but we're gonna roll with it as best we can. Bethesda and Fallout 76. I don't know why I put them on. I know why I put them on top of the list, because they're the easiest ones to remember for this year. Other game companies have screwed up, but Fallout 76 is pretty much the culmination of everything the gaming community has opened its eyes to and has realized they're treating us like idiots, and we don't like it. They're treating us like little ATMs with legs, and we don't like it. Microtransactions, massively overpriced. In their game code, people have already discovered that there at least were plans for pay-to-win loot boxes, which nobody likes right now. The game is a bug-riddled mess that is barely playable at all. Its sales are piss poor. Like, it's lost money. Like, it is a game so bad that people are looking at other Bethesda games and going, why did we like these guys in the first place? And that is never something you want. Because then people are like, well, we liked Skyrim and Elder Scrolls 3 because they had a good plot, they had good characters, they had the role-playing, they had different character builds. What if you take all that away? Oh yeah, Skyrim and Fallout 3 were still buggy, horrible messes, but you kept coming back because the gameplay was fun. There were things there. Fallout 4, I don't know why I didn't mention that one. Same thing, you liked the story, you wanted to see what happened next. There were a lot of fun characters to get to know. But if you take out all the characters, the game's just debug mode. Like, debug mode with you having no power to debug. And Bethesda just keeps digging themselves a bigger hole, so I don't know. And they're seeming all proud of their engine, and they're like, we're gonna make our next 2 blockbuster games on this engine, and you're like, please don't. Please, for the love of God, don't. Like, you need to scrap your engine, you need to go to Unreal, you need to get something better. And they always, like Todd Howard says in all the interviews, it's easy to use, it's quick, we like it. And that's why it looks like crap, because it's the quick, easy, lazy development tool that's almost 20 years old now. Or is it 20 years old? Just, we're gonna leave them alone. There's more than enough. Bethesda has caused themselves enough BS lately, but they've lost a lot of money this year. And apparently their parent company, ZeniMax, lost a lot of money because of Bethesda last year, too. And because they're a private company, they're not public, so we can't see all those news articles of this and that company are losing billions this year. We don't get to see those numbers, but after this many flops because of Bethesda, you know ZeniMax has gotta be hurting. At least these last couple of years. Like, they're still making money off of Skyrim and Fallout 3 and 4 and... like, they're still making money. But how many millions of dollars are you gonna keep pouring into Bethesda on just their reputation alone? On that note, that's a good segue into Destiny 2. We've seen... last year was the first year Destiny 2 was out. It was a horrible mess. A lot of the player base left. I mean, this time last year, a crap ton of the community had left because they had monetized Christmas. Every single Christmas item in the game, or like holiday-themed dawning item, but it's their Christmas sales stuff, was all locked behind paywalls. Like, yes, you could grind out XP and get a few of the loot boxes for free, but they're loot boxes, which means RNG heavy. There were, what, 40 to 60 different items you could unlock? So, say I really want that one thing. I have a 1 in 60 chance, supposedly. But there were people last year that went on YouTube, went on forums, they spent over $200 on these loot boxes before they got all the gear. And you're like, that's stupid, that's ridiculous. And it's things like that that have started really opening government eyes. Like, governments are coming down on loot boxes and saying, yeah, we need to start looking at this, because this is not good. Based on that, you've also got Activision. I already have Activision and Destiny 2. Activision, usually, the last few years, most of the big hiccups that happen, there's EA and there's Activision, and they both screw up royally. But EA's already got that I'm a sleazy company moniker going, and they apparently don't know why they have that, so they're idiots too. But this year, EA had so much flack that people were actually able to start paying attention to other companies and going, yeah, but EA is not the only one that's doing this. Like, look at Activision. Destiny 2 is finally back in a good place. Meh. I mean, they're happy people are still playing the game at this point. Activision is still grumpy that more of the player base hasn't returned, but enough people saw scummy business practices from Activision and Bungie that they're like, I'm not doing that again. Like, Bungie went too far down that rabbit hole, and it's taken them a full year and a whole, like, all of Forsaken to pretty much pull themselves back up out of the mud, and even then, they're still prone to sinking back into that muck. Activision is like, you guys aren't performing as well as we hoped you would by now. I mean, the game's been out 2 years now. We'd very much, or a year and a half, I think. We had hoped you'd be making more bank for us by now, Bungie. Their answer, put in more microtransactions. Activision, at its highest point, probably 80 to 90% of Destiny 2's player base left because of your microtransactional practices. Don't say publicly that that's also how you hope to fix the problem of microtransactions by adding more microtransactions. That helps nobody except some greedy sleazeball CEO. I know a lot of these game companies, Activision, EA, they're all like saying, well, our stockholders don't like that we haven't had growth. And I'm like, no offense, I don't want growth if I invest in a company. If I invest in you and you're here, I want you to stay here. If you grow, yay, I'm good. But I mean, if I invest $100 and I get told I'm gonna get like 2% of that investment back every quarter or something, that's fine, that's great, cool, I'm making money. And if you make more and my 2% goes up to like 2.4, 3.2, like, it's a percentage, it's not gonna be like I'm gaining thousands of dollars on my investment, no. But like when your stockholders expect this level, like yes, a lot of these companies that are super greedy and they've been making a lot of money, they're like, hey, guess what? We plan on growing next year. Like, that's on y'all. Y'all promised growth. Me, if I invest, I want money on my investment. Which means I expect you to stay at least where you were when I invested. And I know there's probably stock market people that are like, no, that's not how it works. But, oh wait, EA screwed up so badly that the stock market actually started predicting them losing money. And even this year, EA and Activision have lost billions in stock prices. That's big. That's the money talking and telling you, hey, even your stockholders are seeing this and saying, guys aren't buying your crap. Fix it. These are guys that have money. They've got resources. They've got people. They've got the talent. They just don't want to make a good game. They want to make an ATM that keeps feeding them money. I'm going to go with all the bad games first. Blizzard Immortal. I mean, Activision touched Blizzard. Blizzard's now getting pay cuts, and they're looking at the bottom line, and they're already talking about they want more games, which means quantity over quality, and that's not what we want from Blizzard. We want a good game. We don't want a mobile game either, but Blizzard's doing that crap too, so that's called everybody's got a phone. Let's try and milk the phone game market. I mean, 90% of your most loyal fans all play on PC, but hey, we all have phones, right? I mean, I don't have a smartphone. I'm not playing your game, much as I want to. You've got companies like Square Enix that canceled entire, like, years worth of DLC content they've already said they were going to do, has had the kibosh put on it because apparently not enough people liked the game, or not enough people play the new content, or, like, it sounds like there's some sort of, like, in-company political crap going on behind the scenes, and Final Fantasy 15 is being pointed at as the excuse and is being punished accordingly. Whatever. EA and Battlefield 5. Couple of weeks after the game came out, it was terrible already. People were already like, meh, Battlefield. 2-3 weeks after the game came out, they added in microtransactions into the multiplayer. EA's reasoning for this was some people don't want to grind. They just want to be at the top. And you're like, if I just want to be at the top, why am I playing the game? Like, what's the point of playing the game to become better or stronger or get those cooler, better guns and grow if I don't want to grow? I mean, I don't get it. Some of you guys might get it. I don't know. But no, these companies, Square Enix has gotten meh the last few years. Konami, Capcom, EA, Bethesda. Bethesda and Blizzard are never companies I wanted to put in with the likes of Activision and EA. But they're there now. Blizzard was getting pushed, hey, your company needs to make a little more money to help maybe fund Diablo 4 or other projects. And why don't you slap the Diablo name onto a phone RPG? Like, the RPG market on phones is pretty solid. You make a good game, you're gonna be like the only really good game in that genre on that device. It'd be a killer app. And if I'm Blizzard, I'm like, cool. And it's not a bad idea. It's just how you announce it. You don't go to your convention of all your most hardcore, loyal fans, guys that had to pay to be there, who had to pay to fly in from all over the country or the world to be there, and who are predominantly PC gamers, to be told, hey, mobile. I mean, you can watch any review on, or anything on that announcement. That audience is dead quiet. It is oh man, it is way too quiet. Like, you can even kind of see the guy announcing Diablo Immortal, like, kind of sweat, and he's like, you almost feel like he's about to say, you guys did hear what I said, right? Diablo! For your phone! Like, I mean, yeah, people all laugh about the guy in the red shirt that during the Q&A was like, is this some sort of joke? And we're not getting the joke? And they immediately answer with, don't you all have phones? And you're like, that's not how you answer. Yes, we have phones, but we also have very high-end PCs that we would love to play your game on. Another guy specifically asked, hey, is this going to move? Is it going to be on mobile and maybe move to PC? And they're like, probably never. The audience actually booed. Like, I paid to be here, you're announcing you're doing something with Diablo. I'm like, yes, it's a phone game. I mean, even Bethesda didn't screw up that well. I mean, Fallout 76 is a way worse screw-up than just a poorly timed announcement. But even Bethesda, at their own things, will announce, yeah, we're doing a mobile game, we're doing a free-to-play, but it's got a couple microtransactions to help speed up, like, level-ups and times and grinds and stuff like that. But, oh, by the way, Elder Scrolls 6. Like, it was like pictures of mountains. It looked really pretty. You had some of the music. Elder Scrolls 6. And that was it. But that's how you do it. You say, hey, we're making a mobile game for Diablo. And oh, by the way, here's a 30-second scene from the intro of Diablo 4. And then just, like, fade to black and let them watch a little, like, 10-second film. Nobody would hate the mobile game at that point. Sorry about that, guys. My camera died. Haven't had that happen before, so I'm going to cut it. I did download the previous part, so if there's a snap, like if there's a crack in the film, I am so sorry. But it did help me realize I had already recorded 18 minutes of footage, and that is a very long video for what I was trying to go for. So, in conclusion, games like Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption 2, Spider-Man, God of War, which isn't my favorite game, I didn't think it should get Game of the Year. Fight me in the comments. But you can tell those games weren't, what were my exact exact words. Sorry, guys. I've got a power cord hanging off here, so the angle's gonna be weird. Cheap, greedy, poorly made, and or rushed monetization scams that are Fallout 76, Battlefield 5, Destiny 2. Wow. But pretty much the gaming community as a whole this year woke up. And I don't think these big AAA publishers were ready for that. People almost overnight realized we're tired of paying you money after we've already bought your game. And there are some companies that already saw this coming. Free-to-plays are like, the game is free, you can pay us in increments and installments via microtransactions, and that's okay. People are okay with that system, I feel. But when I'm paying you $60 for a game, like on a disc or a digital download, I expect a finished, complete product. And between massively broken games like Fallout 76, microtransactions being pushed in a couple of weeks after, that way their reviews have already come out, people have already bought the game, then you put in the microtransaction scumbagginess. Well, people are tired of that. That's why I'm really hoping, because BioWare has already said with Anthem, the game's gonna be $60, you're gonna buy the game or the special edition for the skins. I'm getting the special because those skins look sick, and they've got a story. If I'm gonna buy something, I want there to be some story behind it. I want to be able to tell that story. When someone's like, why does your armor look so strange? I'll be like, well, let me learn you today. You gonna learn. But, they've already said everything they have will be cosmetic. Everything that you can get, you can also get in-game. Now, I'm gonna understand if there are a few things like bundles and stuff that you can't find in-game. Like, here's a skin, here's a weapon, here's also a weapon skin. You're not going to find all three of those things in the exact same place or in the same jam session in Anthem. It's not going to happen. Not every single item in Warframe can be found in-game that I know of. I've only been playing for like months at a time, and then I'm like, I can't grind too much longer like that, guys. I can't. There's only so many times I can run the same, like, 12 events over and over trying to farm. But, 2019, I think, is gonna be the kick in the pants. Because there are already games that the gaming community is looking forward to, I think, so that we can point at them and be like, see EA, see Activision, see Bungie, see Bethesda, take your time. Give me a good game worth my time and money, and I'll stick around. When you release new things, I'll want to expand the world you've given me. I will want to support that system. But what we've been getting is crap. We've got games like Warframe. We've got games coming out like Outer Worlds, which are by the guys that made Fallout New Vegas, which aren't Bethesda. And that's another thing that Fallout 76 has done. People have started looking, well, what's our favorite Fallout game that's in this action genre? And they're like, well, New Vegas. And then other people are like, wait, Bethesda had nothing to do with that one. Like, that was a completely different group. Maybe that's why it's the best one, is because Bethesda didn't make it. And it makes you go like, man, that's harsh, but it might be true. But there are a lot of smaller companies, CD Projekt Red, maybe releasing or maybe teasing more of Cyberpunk 2077. They're pretty small. You've got Rockstar that just did their thing. They're not small by any stretch, but they're smaller than like all of EA and Activision. But they're making good games. I don't remember exactly who made Spider-Man, but you can tell they took their time. They loved it. They poured that care and attention into the game, and it shows. Then you look at a game like Fallout 76, and it represents all of AAA gaming right now. They're buggy, they're messy, they just want more of your money. They don't support you. They don't respect you. They don't respect your time. They don't respect your money. They just see you as a walking piggy bank. And I think I can safely say that as the gaming community as a whole, we're fed up with that. Like, if it takes you an extra year to make a game, do it. But give me the game that I want, not some cash grab you hope I want. It's not the same. And I hope they learn that. Happy New Year, guys. I hope you had a happy and safe Christmas season. I'll see you guys in 2019. Lights out.